Is this seat taken?
Really? Oh, she's got...
She's
having some acid...
debating it.
She had some acid reflux at your audacity to even ask that. She went...
Well, now she's willing to talk to me.
Oh, okay, that's much louder than I thought. Minor neuroprosthetic, eh? Okay. Seems like you have a problem with your sciatic, actually. And maybe something about that claw hand, too. She's giving you the... I can't tell if that's a stank. Is that a stank eye or is that a bedroom eye?
Yeah, I was going more bedroom route. Look at that.
Well, but she doesn't seem to be able to look you in the eye, though. I think there's an element of shame. She's trying to guess
because I need to get low.
She's trying
Can
to...
you see? That's pretty welcoming.
Yeah. Whoop.
She couldn't look away.
I think maybe she was just trying to determine how augmented your nether regions have been.
Wow.
I'm just saying, where did they start?
They took the best of humanity, therefore... What he said.
He's wearing an ascot. That's his augment.
That's built into his chest.
Well, notice how it moves. Notice how whenever he turns his head, it moves with him. It's attached to him somehow. So either it's an augmentation or he missed with the closing pin.
He's got that thing so tight on his Adam's apple.
He can't risk taking it off for fear of bleeding out.
It's a tourniquet. It's a neck tourniquet. That's some serious.
It's gonna end up like one of those things that the chronic smokers have to have, where they actually have to hold it to be able to talk.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm gonna call that from now on. It's a nice neck tourniquet, you guys.
I feel like there's a pun that could be made, but it eludes me.
Okay.
Turneck it.
That was a dad joke.
Well, I tried to. That's why it was eluding me. It didn't want to be told.
It's a turducken.
Bobbin for turduckens. Why are we here?
I don't know.
Did we have a job?
Not
in this game. I mean, like, on the planet. Any of you guys got a clue yet?
You figured out what your purpose in life is? I haven't.
I've never been under anesthesia before.
Apparently right now it's just playing games online. This guy's lips need help.
It was augmented too. Everybody, see, that's what it's really about. It's all... Actually, I think the problem here is there's a mass elbow arthritis. Everybody in this office has some major elbow arthritis. Arthritis, not arthritis. Ooh, that's a scary looking implement. I can understand why you wouldn't want to go under one of those. Nice that they keep the augmentations in nice dry clean pouches. Just popping on down to the limb clinic to get my dry cleaned arm.
It looks good, Sailor Snack.
That's awfully General Grievous-y looking. It looks like...
It's a foot, isn't it?
I can't... Well, General Grievous had electric feet.
I was looking at his rear.
Well, it's a side view of the rear. It's a side tush.
I wonder if General Grievous had donk.
He had a sort of codpiece arrangement.
Codpiece?
It was like, I think that part of him from there below was all machine. I think the only parts that were any biological matter was up in the upper half.
Well, you got the woman in the lobby interested.
In General Grievous? Or?
General Grievous's donk. All right, where are we going, seriously?
I don't...
Do you have a clue?
Well, get it.
Okay.
He doesn't have a clue, and he doesn't have patience either. Look on the thingy. Press a button and make a thingy happen. Oh. Why,
because it looked like
Limb clinics are open 24/7 to satisfy your augmentation needs. See, that's what that chick was thinking.
Let me satisfy.
I have some augmentation
needs. It reminds me
needs.
of that scene from Airplane when she has to blow the pilot up with the...
I have not seen that.
That's a really old movie.
I know of it, of course.
Those of you that know the reference I'm making are going to be laughing.
I can't get there.
Okay.
Puns are the lowest form of humor to me.
It's not a pun. It was like...
No, but there's puns in that movie. That's the whole...
Well,
I think
true.
that's the whole... What's
she
our
came
vector?
outside with me. She's following me home.
Is that the same chick? No, she did a wardrobe change, but that's definitely her. She's got the same tablet, too. That is absolutely the same woman with a different blazer. And he's got an ascot. Everyone's got him. And he's got the elbow arthritis. I'll tell you what it is. It's the 3D printed shirts everyone's wearing.
All right, let's find out first.
But isn't Airplane the movie? That's the What's Our Vector Victor scene.
Oh,
we have Clarence. Clarence, isn't that bit?
No.
Isn't that? I thought that was Airplane.
Maybe it is Airplane. Maybe.
Because isn't it also the Shirley you're joking?
Yes, that is. And don't call me Shirley.
Yeah,
yes.
like that's just puns.
Yes, but
I can't. Those are puns and they're bad. There's your answer to the Grievous donk.
Finding out.
Grievous donk sounds. Because Grievous is also an adjective, it just sounds like a humorous.
That's a new metal band.
He's got
Grievous donk.
He's got some Grievous donk.
How
could the donk make you grieve though? Is it because it's not yours? Man, I wish I had that donk. I'm grieved. We were supposed to be here. Look at the journal. We're not looking at the map. Okay, so the green X's, I believe, are side quests, which we may as well do. So that was
Motherly ties.
That was when our
It was our mother.
That was when our ex-girlfriend's mom was concerned about something. And someone named Tyndall. Oh, that was the guy from work who.
Oh.
And then that was the police officer who we had a problem with, who wouldn't let us into the morgue.
Well, okay, so.
But why were we at the limb clinic? Did we have to go there?
That's the main.
Go to the. Is there not a journal thing telling us what actually are required of us? That's a media log. That doesn't sound. Keep. Buttoning. There you go. Okay, so maybe we already did what we had to do at the limb clinic. Maybe that was in the last episode, and I don't remember because it's been a while.
All right, so let's do
the
green.
It's been like what, a couple weeks?
Let's do it.
We seem to be incapable of keeping schedules.
I'm trained.
I'm a trained medical. Why are we going back in?
Because the green.
Was the green in here?
In here, yeah.
I thought the green was. Okay, I sure.
It's not easy finding green.
It's not easy being augmented.
Somewhere.
No, the green's out.
Over my augments.
Somewhere. What?
Over the rainbow.
But Kermit didn't sing that song.
He did.
When?
Was there a
Muppets Wizard of Oz?
No, it was just a weird one that they.
You're thinking Rainbow Connection?
No, it was not that one because I've looked it up before, and I believe I proved my point one time.
Not to me.
Not to me. Well, you weren't convinced apparently.
Because now I'm having a weird flash forward of a mix with that and Kermit somehow being turned into the Borg from Star Trek.
Oh, what? I was thinking more the guy's name? It's not that
easy being assimilated.
Okay,
I don't think I can rhyme with assimilated. I'm not even going to try. That's an awfully chill officer. Maybe you could clean up all this litter, officers, if you've got nothing better to do. What's going on with our city? This is Detroit.
This is Detroit.
I think it is. Well,
okay, what's the blue?
It makes sense.
I'm
pretty sure Maxine Waters is still in office.
Where's blue?
Am I even... Is my politics way off with that? I might not even be using the right... That might not even be the right senator. Demolition something. We gotta go in... Oh, wait, I think it's behind here. This, I think, was the... This is the black market guy. Everyone's got...
Tell me where to go.
Everyone's got the clip-on ascot that moves with your neck. So this is the black market we buy stuff from.
It's actually a brooch that goes right through their Adam's apple.
It's like a clip-on tie, but it clips onto you.
Clips on.
It's
a clip-on tie.
Pinches.
Clips on.
Okay, so who's okay? Locate Detective Chase. Who's Detective Chase? That guy, maybe.
Oh man, are you Detective Chase? Clearly, I'm in the right spot. Tell me where I need to be.
Actually, Agent 47. Your tie is a little too long. Don't you know it's supposed to not touch your belt when you're sitting down?
She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and
by the way, have you happened to have seen my priest?
Wow. Have you seen my padre?
Have you seen my padre?
Have you seen my padre?
What?
Oh, come on. You've seen Free Willy.
No, I haven't actually.
Oh.
I've never seen that movie.
Well, you're not missing much. Yeah, no, you're fine.
So we're back.
For the last 10 minutes, we've been back. Yeah, schedules are a thing that just don't work out for us.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Some of you may be able to relate.
I think everyone can relate to a degree. Now, what the real question is that an article of clothing where you can zip off certain parts of it, like those shorts from the 90s?
Are you wondering so you can find out what you can zip off in?
I'm just saying, look at where those arms zip. That looks to me like that's a summertime pool shirt, but also office attire. Like, I've got a business meeting at 9, but at 10 I'm going to the beach.
He's in a band, severe tire damage.
I'm just saying, it's like breakaway pants, but a shirt. A breakaway shirt.
Locate
Captain Penn's office. I don't know which of the side quests we're doing here. We're doing one of them. This is a lot longer of a conversation than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it has been long. But
do you have any agency in this conversation, or is it just pushing buttons until all the dialogue is gone? Yeah, it's like you don't even have choices here. Yeah, thanks for it's okay. Bye.
I have literally no.
Oh, that was your only
about.
I should not be here when there's criminals about. Okay, retirement. You look pretty old.
Why retire from the force and then become a security guard?
With those breakaway sleeves and everything.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think we were paying anywhere near enough attention to be able to have a reasonable conversation. That's a problem. I guess we're establishing now that our version of Adam is like the worst diplomat ever. There will be no smooth talking or charisma run here where we convince our way. It's beating women in the jaw. And,
what? Yeah, I forgot about that.
and I guess hacking are the only two things we're good at so far.
It's aggressive negotiation.
See, look at this. They just leaving garbage in the middle of the floor.
They're
not even watering. They're so crap.
Yet you neglect the flowers in your own window box.
These are probably plastic too, and they're still dying.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
No, those bushes are probably plastic bushes, and they're still dead because Detroit's just that crap.
Plastic just goes, yeah, even I'm out.
Wait, that door had a hackable. Maybe we can hack it.
Throw the.
Do you know how to hack it? Or you could throw the fire extinguisher at it, but that'll probably alert. It's a security awaiting 1. We can do it. Don't try it. You're gonna alert whoever's in there. No code found, because again, we're not diplomatic. We just break things. But we will be fine.
How do I?
Well, you press the buttons it says on the screen. Oh yeah, you've never done this minigame. So yeah, you want to observe where it is we're going. The red thing is obviously like the anti-hack malware or whatever, the firewall or something. That's where we want to get to. So basically, you have to hold, and then you get to decide what to do with it.
Whether I what?
So the flag just means that you capture it. The little that I believe is a up in the top. You see how we have the little icon and it says 2. That's like some kind of, I don't know. It's supposed to be some kind of like what's the word? Expendable. I don't know what it is, like a card
consumable.
Basically it's like it helps. It makes you capture a node instantly rather than having it like calculate or whatever. I wouldn't use it in this case because this looks fairly simple. But once you do that, do the next one. And you probably will want to... you'll want to fortify some nodes. Fortify the base node. That didn't do it. We're going to get found. Okay, we're going to... Yeah, that was more aggressive than I thought. So you can also, like, defend a node. How? Which basically means you're putting up your own firewall.
Okay.
We got 20 seconds. So you can, basically you're putting up your own like mini firewall around stuff that you've already controlled so that the tracking software doesn't catch you. Like we've said,
we don't want to go with this though, huh?
I don't think it'll work, but I mean you could try it. I guess.
Throw it. Oh.
Just. I don't even know that a fire... If you were going to break down a door, I'm not sure the fire extinguisher... You're a cyborg, dude. Your lungs are made of metal. You don't get to be caught. That didn't even look like... What is that? A CO2 fire extinguisher? I don't think that would kill you.
Okay, so...
So I'd try... No, go to that one. Because the first one you control. Because that's the only one you can do it with right now. Hold it, and then do the shield thing. So now you've protected yourself, which means it'll take longer. I would do that on all of these, since we know that the tracking software is so Johnny on the spot. Do it. Well, get that first, and then fortify the other one. Fortify before it's too late. Do it now.
I did.
Yeah, so it's a weird mechanism. Okay, you got to keep going, though. I still don't think we're going to make it. This is harder than I thought. We might actually have to use our hacking thingy.
Oh.
I don't know how many of these you can do before it is like a permanent lockout. Well, they haven't done it yet. Well, this is just an excellent start. Well, you're going to just abandon it?
Well, for now, I'm just...
Well, you might try again. I say again. I don't know why. You could attempt to find the code somewhere.
I'll beat it out of him.
Well, I mean, you could try that if we actually paid attention. We might be able to be like, oh, I'm visiting a friend. Could I... There's a locked room upstairs. Would you mind if I...
You said an outside agency may have tampered with the storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen...
Come on, Chase.
Are you absorbing this? Ah! Well, look at this.
Kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of it.
Well, okay. Well, so he does know. You just gotta tease it out of him, tickle him a little
I
bit.
didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the...
I don't care about your scruples, pal. Oh, come on. You can't actually...
Damn it.
Oh, wait. Okay, so you can just keep asking him and he'll change his responses? Oh, okay.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it. Okay, listen. I snooped around.
Okay, he's probably... It doesn't appear that he's going to tell you. Well, I doubt... The only thing I can think is he's got his little digital pad in front of him, but I think you'd have to somehow distract him in order to get a look at that. Or I suppose you could just peep on him. I don't think it's... I don't think we're going to convince him because we're not getting any options to do that. So I don't know if you could... I don't think those are interactable.
Wow.
Given how little you can actually... How low res they are.
There's his band right there.
Wow,
Breakaway
that's remarkably low res. So yeah, I don't think you'll be able to get it out of him. Unless you distract him somehow and maybe he puts the thing down, but I don't think you can pit pocket. Oh, I suppose that works. What's the code?
Where do I use the code?
I like that he doesn't look, because I want to imagine what it would have done if he had been looking at you. And
How
you
do
did
I...
that. Jensen? Jensen!
It's warm in here, Jensen.
By that I mean I just peed myself.
I just pissed myself.
Just to squirt. Well, there's no other places you could go to find that safe code, so we either try hacking again. I would imagine it's a 3 strikes kind of deal.
Well, perhaps you should do it at this point.
Well, fine. I do think this mechanism for it is kind of weird where you have to you select what you want to do, and then releasing is what activates it. Because that feels very unnatural. You normally expect to... And this is still going pretty fast. I'm going to use one of our nukes, because that helps. And I probably wasted it because I didn't need it. Well, yeah, better safe than sorry. Anyways, I'm jumping. Alright, it's still technically your turn, and I got topics. Did we want to wrap up? Were we saying anything worth wrapping up?
No.
Okay, well then I'm going to...
We were rambling.
Well, what
I'm
else?
talking about coffee mugs.
Drink his seltzer water. Whatever that is.
It's 7 Up.
Is it actually? It does look
It's
like
most
it.
certainly 7-Up.
It's Zero something? 7-Up Zero. He's one of them weirdos. Oh, wait. Get a better look. What does it actually say? Extended design?
I want to call about a product. The product is Extends. Yeah, it doesn't work at all.
Well, whose apartment even are we in?
My friend who's a cyborg is getting more action than I've ever seen.
We are in...
Especially that lobby lady.
Is this still part of the bit you're extrapolating?
Yes.
Or... Hey, what about that? That looks like a thing. Nano augmentation pipe. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be the code we were looking for, but I think that was for the thing we just hacked. So, who's on the wall? It looked to me like Dante Alighieri. Yeah, that's Dante Alighieri. So we're in Dante Alighieri's apartment. That ebook was actually a first draft of the Divine Comedy. This bed looks horrendously uncomfortable.
It's cardboard.
You can't possibly get corners that sharp out of foam. Well, okay, styrofoam maybe. He just lay down and
There's somebody in here.
This is a...
Come on in here.
They use Celsius. High and low. High on, low off.
Turn it off?
Water, volume.
I can't take a shower.
Well, you're an...
It's because I'm augmented,
Yeah, I was
isn't
going to
it?
say, you can't go getting water all up in that. What'll happen if you short out? You'll have a seizure. I bet you
Does
that's
he
what
oil himself? That's the question.
Well, he probably has
And at
to.
that point, is it canola or what?
Well, don't they address that? I think they address that
They
in...
address it?
Not in this. I'm thinking... I'm jumping
Listen,
tracks.
If you're ever having to oil yourself for some odd reason,
Use canola.
use canola.
I'm jumping track.
I'm just kidding. Don't use canola.
There's
Use coconut oil.
There's something in here you probably need of that.
Aha!
Refrigerator, too heavy.
I'm a cyborg, for goodness sake.
Yeah, but you haven't upgraded your cybernetic arms. You got to get the Plus Deluxe Schwarzenegger model. But
I was gonna go somewhere with that. That was just not okay.
Well, hang on. There was probably... we're not done in there because we haven't found anything worth being in there for. But I was going to, throw someone's boxes just out of anger. But I think it was in Full Metal Alchemist where they addressed the fact that, like, he has to oil and perform regular maintenance on his arm in order to keep it.
I kind of like that.
It's like, so presumably he has to do something similar. I would hope it's waterproof. You'd hope the technology had advanced, because otherwise that'd basically just be like, okay, you survived your car accident, we had to give you some augmentations, you are now technically epileptic though, so I wouldn't get anywhere near water. Because imagine if you had some kind of electrical short in your own biological augmentations, I can't imagine that would be any less traumatic than a seizure. Probably more so, because then you'd hurl yourself out a window or something.
Internally, just
like, yeah, especially if you're like super strong or fast or whatever, you just like hurl yourself off of 30 feet, off of like a 30-story building.
It's just, hey mom, it's done.
Is that a double oven?
Yeah, it's fancy.
Is that a toaster oven above a regular oven?
Yeah. What do I have to do to make these kind of bucks? Because it's surely not being a cyborg security agent.
Well, but are these really bucks? Like, he's living in an apartment with trash in the hallway. He's got good taste in interior design, but I don't think he's making... And then again, I mean, Dante Alighieri is probably doing well for himself.
Yeah, he's got a cardboard bed, though.
Several centuries of royalties. We're here for a reason.
There we go.
The sink. That was the reason.
Yeah.
That was what started all of this, is you can't touch that. You'll have hand seizures. Wonder what it feels like. Maybe it feels kind of funny. It's like when you've...
He does it like it's a drug.
He's going like, wow, that's so weird. Because I was using...
drugs? You were using drugs?
This is a total random... But I was working on a project where I had to use a palm sander for like hours. And it is weird what it does to your hands when you're done with it. Because you're like, oh, I feel like everything I touch is electric. That toilet is 2D. That bowl is not 3-dimensional. That was a sprite. I don't know why we're here.
Neither do I.
Is there anything in here?
Maybe we just wait up here for him. Hello. Sitting on your bed.
Who's him? Do we even know what we're doing from up here, though? Oh. Ah, ha, ha. We gotta hack something else. Oh, this one's got a security rating of 2. I shouldn't have used my nukes.
So nuke.
Capture software rating 2. Oh, we're not even good enough. It's not even going to let us. So this means we probably have to steal a code from somebody. Well, hang on, though. Pause for a second and see what our... do we have any augmentable skills? Do we have any augmentation points? That would be in the one of these flip books. It should be that one. So is there a hack? Where's the hacking one? Well, probably in the brain, I imagine. The cranial augmentations. Stealth, info link. What is info link? That sounds relatively... Oh, it's maxed out. Oh, wait. Hacking, fortify. What are the other ones? Hacking, stealth. We don't have any available praxis. Oh, that's sad. So we can't up our hacking, which means we can't hack it. Literally and figuratively. I'd put the painting back unless you want them to know we were in their apartment. What is that? It looks like a meeting of Puritans. I think Nathaniel Hawthorne. Oh, we can't put it back. So we've just revealed our hand to people we don't know. Now Dante Alighieri is going to be suspicious. And again, having read parts of the Divine Comedy, I think he was already a little suspicious. Not all of it tracks. Anyway,
No, that
doesn't fit. Anyways, what do you feel for a topic? Are you in a mood? Got any moods?
In a mood.
You want to talk about
Maniacs or co-ops?
Why do we want to keep talking to this dude? That's what I don't want.
I'm trying to get him to just...
You can't... Well, draw the gun at least. That'll make something different happen. I think we've seen all of the options. Just to see what he says.
Hey, whoa, easy, buddy. Put that thing away.
What's funny is you're not holding the gun. Do it again. Do it again. Get the gun out. Because you're not holding it. So it looks really suspicious. Because of where the camera is. Because you approach him, and he tells, well, do it again. Do it again. You walk up, lower body obscured, hands very clearly not holding a gun, and he tells you to put something away. I'm simply saying it's suggestive. Whoa, hey, buddy. But he takes it in stride, though. I mean, if someone walked up to me while I was a security guard at a desk, I'd probably have a stronger reaction than just, oh, hey, buddy, put that away. Probably be like, I don't know, they'd be screaming. Perhaps I don't know. There might be insults exchanged.
I remember I was facing the wrong way at one point.
What is in that guy's hair? What? Do you want to cop some goods? Did it say his name was Putin? Punk. Putin. I don't know why I thought
Well,
so.
Punk, Putin, same thing. Not for you.
Hey, I didn't have to pay for these. I
Who's
just
going
had
to
to
be
get
able
blown
to afford
up.
them? Surely not someone who's living on the streets. You keep telling yourself that. Whoa, man! Get out the way! All right, sorry. I digress. So just...
Oh, isn't that all we do? I don't know. You want to get mad about Lord of the Rings? Because I'm already mad about Lord of the Rings. It's a sad thing. But here's the thing. I wrote it down as a contrast because I'm mad about two things for different reasons. In truth, I'm not sure that I'm mad about the other thing. But it's a contrast nonetheless. Lord of the Rings, the whole Amazon thing, everyone knew it was garbage from the moment it happened, basically.
Because we haven't seen any... I haven't watched anything, but if you haven't seen at least the trailer...
You haven't watched anything?
Like, meaning I didn't watch any of the...
What's that? Was that a hackable? Behind you. There's a secret. There's a door here. What do you think? Walls just have random bits?
Yes, I saw that. I thought you were talking about further...
Security rating way too high for us. We can't even think.
You're just going to close it up.
Just going to bash it open. They should at least let that be an option. If you get maximum arm beef, they should let you start ripping stuff.
Arm beef?
They should let you start ripping stuff out of the wall.
We're going to rip this out.
Hacking skill 5 required or arm beef max. And then just like... That's the doom option. Just door opens.
Sorry. No, if you haven't seen at least the trailer, you should. But I have not watched a lick of any episodes.
Well, then how do you... Well, that's not out yet. It's all just trailers and a lot of damage control.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because it's just... I knew from the moment it was announced, I was like, this doesn't need to be made, and therefore it's going to be trash, because pretty much any TV thing that doesn't need to be made is almost always trash. Because the only reason it's being made is for money. I can't say it any more succinctly than that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But I'm simultaneously...
You are the same chick.
I think she's at that... She does look like a slightly different chick. I mean, she's taken a hairstyle course.
It's the same chick.
Okay, no, it's the same face. She's got a different hairstyle. So the question is...
following me.
Is she related, or
she just wants to jump my bones that
Well,
bad.
because she's changed outfits 3 times, and now we have to conclude she's changed a wig as well. So either she's really determined,
she's not a quitter.
Well, or either that, or or she's got a lot of family.
See, this chick is different.
Yeah,
You're exactly right about that.
I won't argue with that. Contrast, though, I'm not as much mad about the Halo TV series, which actually is already out.
Did you, it looked like was it Forward Unto Dawn that you...
The film?
Not the film. Didn't you get a book recently that was...
Oh, no, I've started, because I've been wanting to actually get the Halo books for a while. So I finally found one at a half price. It was the first one. It's the Fall of Reach. It's basically the beginning of... It's technically a prequel to the first game. I don't know what it is you're attempting to do in all of these places.
I'm just looking around and trying to
I'm just looking around, walking around.
Well, I'm trying to find the blue X's, truthfully, is what I'm on about. But...
Well, they're ahead of you right now.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm heading this way.
Well, yeah, there you go. You're doing good.
Wow. Was so
I have not yet read it, because I literally just picked it up about a week ago. But I've been seeing the stuff that's going on about the Halos show, and I am just more sad than I am angry. Because, well, I guess we'll get into it. I'm not going to spend however much it costs to get Paramount Plus to watch it. I don't really intend to watch it at all. The only things I've seen of it have been clips and a bunch of reviews of people talking about, people who did watch it, saying this is why it's not very good. So I'll say that at the very beginning, hobo. That's what I'll say at the very beginning.
This is the hobo version of her.
Pretty. She doesn't want you to know. She's going. He's on to me. I gotta beat it. I don't want.
No, I'm just playing.
Wow. That got.
Okay.
No. Look on the map, because I seem to remember that it's the problem we have is that there's like 2 areas of town, and so the X's aren't always easy to find. This is the main quest. We should also, pay some attention to.
Sure.
So I state from the beginning that I have not watched it, and am therefore technically ignorant, although given the amount of publicity it's been getting, I doubt that it's all a giant conspiracy, and that the only parts that I have seen are the only parts that are bad.
No.
Like, the theme seems consistent. But it makes me sad because I see clips of it, and I'm like, this looks really cool. Like, there's a bunch of aesthetic detail that they really focused on to make it look like the games. And the world building seems to be kind of, it's like they put a lot of effort into the background stuff. It's just, like, so generically stupid. It's like they took every sci-fi trope and are like, yeah, we'll have it. And they don't seem to care much about the actual, like, characters. Like, no one acts the way they should. None of the actual history is correct. Which is annoying, because I get the vibe from it that there's people at whoever owns it, I guess Paramount, which is weird. There's people there who like Halo and wanted to make a good show, and then there's a bunch of studio people meddling from the top. Like it makes me... Which
is a pretty typical
thing. It makes me more sad than angry, because I'm like, I can tell there was people who really... Because they didn't have to go through all the effort that they did. Why is he mad at us?
Go bother the receptionist, Chrome Boy, instead of wasting my goddamn time.
Jeez, not that kind of information. I want to know about the Seraph Industries case.
I didn't realize we could talk to this guy.
And I want a blowjob and a vintage '05 bar GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh? Metalhead?
Well, they've given you your hint. That's terrible. Ask for info.
Describe this GT. I'm just saying.
I know how you handled critical evidence. Perhaps
Wow!
I can handle something else. Why is he wearing a Louis Vuitton tie is my question.
Even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want?
And does he have a mullet?
Because you're dressed like Ranger Rick.
He's really using the word handle a lot. I think he's got a complex.
Handle?
He's trying to signal you. I know how to... Oh, my word, his hair is paper.
She is following me.
No, hang on. That's the woman
Oh, she just looked deep into my eyes.
I'd like to point out, that's not the woman from the limb clinic. That's the woman you socked. And what's funnier is, that's the same outfit, too. So I think that's actually her. That's not even her putting on a different costume. What were you...
I was trying to...
I'm pretty sure if you go back in the episode, you'll notice that is the same woman you clocked, and I think she knows it. That's why she's here. She's at the police office.
She's going to report me.
Yes, I'm sure you've heard about the attack on Seraph Industries. I have a PR report I'd like to file. Wow, bro. You ain't got to be that, but okay. What did you... Oh. You probably... Hey, Johnny Depp, I'm glad to see you still got work.
That's a terrible thing to say. Okay.
Whoa!
All
Whoa,
right.
what did you think was
I didn't know he was going to start shooting me.
Well...
What kind of cop are you? Back up. This is your last warning. All right, you're going to get capped in the head.
This is future Detroit. It's 3 strikes, you're dead.
They didn't even tase me.
Well, no.
Pepper spray, tase. No.
Not those kind of strikes. It's literally, hey, back up. What are you doing? Now you're dead.
Oh, I'll pump you full of lead, okay?
Oh. Anyways, Ranger Rick's hair got me off topic. What we were talking about? We were talking about Halo.
Yeah,
being,
okay. Like where you felt like it was a little bit more
because like they didn't
maybe,
have
least...
to like if you there's actually a lot there are people who do breakdowns of like look at all this detail that's in the background. It's like this matches the game really closely because clearly people cared, but just no one in charge. A bunch of the background people were like, oh yeah, we could add all these details and this cool stuff, and then it's like the people up top just went, yeah, stuff it full of all the sci-fi tropes and pump it out. You know, we're gonna make money either way.
Well,
which is pretty bold for Paramount Plus. See? I don't think that's the same woman.
It's the same chick.
The woman
it's
from
the same pantsuit. Go back and look.
The woman from the police office.
It's because I socked her that she's interested.
Well, then she needs therapy is all I will say.
That's probably true. Maybe that's why she's here.
If you're into the Dark Triad type.
That's not what I meant. I was meaning like I was rejecting her and she decided to be interested. I wasn't talking about abuse. Wow.
Well, I'm not saying abuse. I'm saying there is the stereotype that, you know, the bad boy, the Chad types.
Yeah, I was kind of going with that.
But, you know, even then, if they sock you in the jaw,
you need therapy.
That's most definitely a line. I didn't even
sock her. I think I actually pistol whipped her. It was like a full-on... It's just like, no jaw for you.
Yeah, so that's why... Well, there you go. That makes sense now. She went to the limb clinic and then to the police office.
There you go.
I had to get a prosthetic jaw. I have police escorts now. Look at you.
And I've changed my outfit.
And I keep changing my outfit.
I'm happy, Derek, without you.
Actually, I think maybe she's in protective custody. Because every time we see her, there's cops around and she's wearing a different outfit. He's on to me. He keeps showing up everywhere I go.
He wants to clock me in the jaw again.
I changed my hair. I changed my clothes. I don't know what else I can do.
We're not going to get through any of these topics tonight.
Oh, when do we ever? I don't even know where I'm going. I shouldn't carry this in public.
So, anyway.
Yes.
So when it comes to the Halo thing, see, I don't know anything about that one at all.
Well, see, again, because it's Paramount Plus, and so the idea that they're going to be like, oh yeah, people will make money on this because it's Halo, and it's like, yeah, but you're Paramount Plus. No one knows you exist.
Do you think that they're trying to hang their hat on making this like their coming of
they made
like popularity thing?
Here's the thing. This dude, clearly distinct. Okay, she's clearly distinct too. Never mind. Oh no, wait, no, that's our ex-mother-in-law. She has to be distinct. But like these two dudes, very obviously different people. I'm pretty sure every woman who doesn't have a name is the same. Because now that we've mentioned it, it's like every single one of them.
I mentioned it. You kept denying it.
I bet you.
Okay, so
see,
she's
that's
at
her
least-
too. And that's a different guy. Okay, well, that's not her. That's the first one that hasn't been her.
Wow.
Well, okay, so they have two
Are
women.
you saying all white people look the same?
Yes, unequivocally. Although, in fairness, I think this guy may
He
actually.
just shook his head at you. Yes, most
I
certainly.
think that guy may actually have been the same guy as this guy. The glasses don't fool me, sir. Oh, we've uncovered a
Glasses
conspiracy.
don't fool me. We're in the Matrix. Ah!
Everyone's Agent Smith. Anyways, Halo being basically yeah, it's just
It
sad.
doesn't
More
give
than
me,
angry.
I'll be honest with you. it
Whoa,
doesn't
hang
give
on,
me-
hang on. Alternate future where payphones still exist. This is in our future, man. Payphones are going to come back. But they're going to be...
I could kind of see that.
Actually, no, I was going to say they're going to be high-tech, but they're not even. Like, those are
Well,
still
it does-
buttons.
It does web photos and email and stuff.
Are you sure that's attached to this or these advertisements? IP traffic tracking. Oh! So we move from pay phones to pay computers. It's like internet cafes in the street.
I could see that.
I cannot. I cannot at all.
Video chatting in a booth.
Are you the same? Oh my goodness. Is everyone... They're talking to each other! Okay, in all fairness, this is the most convincing. Like, that's a drastic change of wardrobe and hair. Like, sorry, you're not trying, but she is. Every single woman has the same face.
Anyway.
How widespread is this?
It
Because
doesn't-
all of these dudes look different. I mean, not all of them, but a lot of these dudes look different.
It doesn't give me any confidence when something is produced solely by a subscription company. I don't think
Yes,
it would ever
that's a
succeed
problem.
well. I think, and I've said this before, Assassin's Creed the movie actually was a decent movie, but even that was barely, it was marginal at best. And you just
Yeah.
go, and that was like a full budget with the actors and whatever else, and it's like...
I was gonna say because I think Ubisoft was directly involved with it,
Yes.
but
I'm saying,
technically 343 is directly involved with Halo.
Well,
currently.
but I'm just saying.
But I don't
you
know
have
to what
Paramount
extent.
pulling from not even B-listers, and
Well,
it's just
yeah.
bad.
It's pretty embarrassing too, because like the guy they have to play Chief, I'm sorry, but he just looks like a doofus. Someone made a joke because the other problem is two jokes that are apt. One said that basically what it's trying to be is it's trying to capture the Mandalorian's arc where it's like, oh, mysterious. Not exactly. I mean, not that the Mandalorian was a super soldier, but like he's always in the suit and it's meant to look. He's intriguing and it's.
But that
and then,
wasn't even
but the problem
Master
is-
Chief's story.
No, it's not. But
necessarily.
then the problem is Mandalorian. He never took off his helmet until the finale, and Chief takes off his helmet episode 1.
Yeah.
So you know what he looks like immediately. So all the mystique is gone. And then someone else commented, and I thought this was funny. He said, "I'm glad they keep having him take his helmet off because otherwise I might mistake him for Master Chief." It's like he just comes across as a dweeb. He looks like a dweeb. He kind of acts like a dweeb. He does things that are like very counter to what he would do to anyone who's actually played the games. Why is that cop looking all suspicious like? Am I not allowed to carry this in public, sir? He just... Oh! I like how he...
You
doesn't-
better holster it because otherwise he will start
Okay.
opening fire immediately.
There you go. Well, no, he has to say it 3 times.
Is that the rule?
Oh, well, it would seem.
Or it's 1, 2,
3
3
strikes,
strikes
you're
of
dead.
lead at the old Detroit.
We're just going to keep crapping on Detroit. apparently.
If you're from Detroit, I'm
Move.
sorry.
Move is the only answer.
No, I'm saying I'm sorry that they're from Detroit. I'm not saying I'm sorry that I'm crapping
Hang on.
Detroit.
No, it's the same woman, too. I thought that might have been the one unique woman. Okay, I need you to take off the shades, ma'am. This, I think, is actually the first different face.
Yeah.
That is the first different female face.
She claps for herself.
Yay, I am unique. So, but I wanted to bring it up because of the contrast between that and... Because that is what... I mean, well, to bring Lord of the Rings back in from a different angle, I sort of have the same feeling as I did about the Hobbits, where it's like, this was made by people who could have done better, wanted to do better, and cared about the source material, but just were meddled with too much by corporate...
You feel like that was the case with the...
Oh, Peter Jackson would tell you that himself.
I'm saying with the new...
The Hobbits, I said. The Hobbits. I
Yeah.
said we're coming from a different direction.
Yeah.
So I wasn't angry about the Hobbits. I was mostly just kind of sad for the potential that was lost. And that's what I'm feeling for this. Whereas the whole Amazon thing, that's like Claptrap 101. Claptrap! Like, that everyone knew from the moment it was announced, this is a grift. It's absolutely
You're gonna have
just...
people watch it that are like those...
Oh, the only people who are going to watch
like,
it are hate watchers who
Yeah.
are just angry. And...
people that have no taste at all.
And the slimmest of minorities who buy whatever kind of weird agenda they're selling.
Well, and they're the same people that go...
And they're probably not even going to be
They
that
trust
much of the
weathermen,
majority.
too.
Yeah, they probably do. It's like they're not even going to be that supportive. They just like that it, panders to the agenda.
Immerse yourself in
Coke ejecting from strawberries. Why does it look as though it's being rocketed out of that strawberry? It didn't want to immerse itself. It was immersed and wanted out. I think I talked to this guy, and he... Okay, so yeah. We had our conversation with him in the last episode, and he's not gonna...
In the last episode? That was a while ago, I thought.
Well, it was, but it's already been saved, so the problem is we can't talk to him, so... And we know what happens if we enter the restricted area when they tell us not to. So I believe the only way in is, sadly, a weird alleyway that requires upgrades to get through, because there's, like, fences you gotta climb and...
Well, so we're dead in the water, no pun
No,
intended.
it just means we have to do some other stuff to get experience. That's a natural way of, stuff happening, is to...
Sure.
Make us, level up naturally.
It makes sense in that
it makes side quest
the
a
side
thing you
quest
have to do.
Yeah, I was about to say it
Which
does
means
make
we got to
sense
go
in that
back
regard.
to Agent whatever his head and figure out what we're actually doing. So the Amazon thing makes me mad because it's... And the thing is, they know it. They know it's stupid. They took down the trailers immediately after all the back... Well, not the trailers.
Really? I didn't realize
They didn't take down the trailers. They took down the trailer reaction videos. Did you ever see those?
No.
They were so stupid. They had people who they claimed were Tolkien fans who just very blatantly were not. And they basically had them, watch the trailer and then be like, oh, this was so cool. This is what I liked about it. It was dope. And everyone...
They did not use the word dope.
Well, one of them probably did. There were a bunch of different versions. What's going on here?
Well, she's...
Whoop, whoop.
It's DRB turf, asshole. Don't try it.
Okay.
You crazy? They ain't just gonna let you go through the front door.
DRB. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Wait on the 4th floor of the building next door.
I ain't crawling through no sewers on account of your bullshit.
Okay. 4th floor of the next building? This building? It was awfully convenient that you would say your location so loudly, sir. This building? I don't see a way into this building. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I do now. 4th floor. I don't even know if I need to be here. This is not the side quest I'm supposed to do. Hobo. I got you. This is a different chick. Maybe. Not yet. Give me some time. If you give me $20, I might be able to. I don't know what I'm doing, so I guess we'll just do the side quests.
Yeah, no, I.
So yeah, you're not missing anything if you haven't seen those, but it's literally like everyone could tell that they were very clearly scripted and paid people just to be like, aren't we doing something worth paying money for? We sure are.
See, but that's when I go.
And that's why everyone was mad about it.
Some part of the budget went to that. That's the craziest thing.
Well, but do they care? I don't think they do. This is an interesting way to go. Why am I going... Okay. Well, we're on an adventure, kids. In the sewers. Imagine if there had been someone there.
Just sewer rat.
No one seems to mind. Okay, never mind. I don't have to imagine. Oh! If I remember correctly, you get an achievement for this. Oh! Don't know my own strength. Did you? Oh,
no,
I lose the ball. But yeah, they took him down, which means they know. That's like they know that they're just peddling crap, and
well,
I don't know what to make of that.
I'm gonna compare. I'm gonna compare it to the original movies because I'm a part of a fan group that of Lord of the Rings, or specifically Tolkien, on a broader level. That somebody posted something the other day, and
oh, come on,
a large amount of the group actually said, "Nah, I disagree with that sentiment," which was basically.
Did you say you posted something or someone?
No, somebody posted this. It was basically like an amazing drawing of a horse on like one side. It was divided in half, or whatever.
Well, that's the meme of
well,
like
but this
quality
one,
over time,
right? But this one actually says like, the books, and it's like this beautiful drawing of a horse, and then the other side it says the movies, and it's literally the same. Like it's like just this.
I wouldn't disagree.
Okay,
actually.
well here's why I disagree.
Oh,
I like one of the guys said, and I actually really agreed with this. He said the problem is you're not comparing apples to apples, because if you were,
that's true.
And so he said
it's not the best adaptation in the sense that it isn't faithful in every aspect.
Right, and so you say it's apples to oranges in that both of them are great.
Very
for their
lovely,
own reasons.
succulent apples and succulent oranges. Oh no,
so,
my ball!
Like the movies are great within their own right. The Lord of the Rings movies specifically,
well, and because again, that's why I'm actually one of the, perhaps depending on who you are, I might be called a heathen, because I prefer the cinematic films rather than the extended editions, because they are objectively. I shouldn't say objectively. Peter Jackson, however, agrees with me.
Right. No, I think
they are
the
better
that they cut
films.
Out, right.
They're not necessarily better adaptations because they cut stuff out, but the stuff they cut out makes them better films.
Exactly. No, I agree with that, and I think the way that the guy described it, I totally concurred with, which was you're comparing apples to oranges. Both of them are great, but they are not the same.
Well,
whereas this Amazon thing is just an actual sack of diapers. Like it's nothing but
these used to be apples and oranges before someone ate them.
Yeah,
and then crapped them out.
It's actual trash. Like there's no this is just a different angle coming at it. It's like you don't even understand the source material.
Well, that they don't even own the source material. That's what's crazy. They bought stuff they can't adapt. Because they're not allowed to adapt anything that actually happened. It's like they bought rights to films that were already made, and then they chose to make the show in a period that the films didn't happen in. So it's like you're not even. It's like congratulations, you just paid a bunch of money for stuff you can't actually do. So they're gonna have to. I will get this basket because somebody coded this. Someone working at Square Enix, is that what this is? Or whoever developed this? This was probably their job. Like, oh, awesome! I'm being moved onto the Deus Ex team. That'll be so cool. Hey, there's an alley with a basketball hoop. We just need you to make a surprisingly realistic physics simulation of a basketball. And I mean, I credit to the guy. Like, this is actually pretty. I mean, other than the fact that I'm terrible at it, this is relatively good. Like that actually feels like it bounces the way a basketball bounces, and all that. The only problem is that I have no actual physical control, so this is all just guesswork. But this was someone's job, so I'm going to honor that and get the achievement because you do get one. The problem is also I can't. Every time it looks like it's going to go in, it doesn't. So I must be getting my perspective screwy.
Use the wall as like a guide point.
Well,
for how far you're supposed to be standing back and what.
But I want to swish it. I don't just want to go off the backboard. I want to switch.
Get it in.
Oh man! This is wasting time. Except it wasn't because someone did this. This was someone's job. They got paid too. For however many months this was in development, this is all they did. They tested it just every single day. I bet you they had tournaments. They're like, hey, we all just finished, the final boss. It was really awesome. It took do you mind if we just have a basketball tournament, Jim? We know that's all you did. Can we all come around to your desk and play basketball? Oh, come on.
No,
But
I think...
look at that. The way it bounced all the way back.
I think the problem is that actors have dedicated their time to this.
Well,
what if your name was on this? What would you do?
Well, but see, you should...
Let me clarify.
Change your name and run away.
Not Deus Ex. The trash diaper pile that is Amazon's attempt at Lord of the Rings.
Yes, well,
material.
but I mean, even with the Hobbits, you had people like Viggo Mortensen going, no, because I wasn't in those.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be in this. Like, good on him. So that's what... Again, I don't think any of the actors involved are even fans of Lord of the Rings, because I don't think they could be. I don't think they would have the stomachs to do it if their conscience would not allow it. So it's just like, this is made by people who don't care, ultimately for people who don't care, because the audience they're tailoring it for is not the audience that likes it.
Yeah, exactly.
So this makes me mad, because it's just, claptrap's the only word.
I am my audience.
Every single time it seems, whereas that's just, those are two...
Came out a little bit more like Jerry Seinfeld.
I am the audience! What's the deal with claptrap? Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up because they've both been in the news, and I've had emotional reactions, but for different reasons, and I felt that was relevant. Because
one is visceral, and it's just
because because you can literally, and that's part of the reason why I'm not as sad about it, and I'm just mad because it's like, I can easily ignore it because it's just, you go, this was, I don't,
not unlike this basket you're trying to make.
I can't ignore this. I've done it before is the problem, and I know you get some kind of a little thing for it.
It's going to be like, great job.
Achievement. Waste of time. It probably will
It's going to be like some sort of, hey, I coded this so long that I'm Jim, and
my name's Jim. I got paid $40,000 for 4 months.
I don't think he got paid that much.
I don't know how much game design.
$100 a day.
I don't know how much game design. I lost the ball.
They took it away.
Oh, Jim!
Jim!
Oh, Jim, don't do that. The problem is I can't move this dumpster. I don't have my beef. No! Oh, wait.
Gave you the option to grab it.
Jim! Thank you, Jim. Whoa! I can't move the dumpster, but the ball can. Oh, no. Jim. Jim!
Don't do it to me, Jim.
Oh, thank you. Okay. This is the kind of thing no one's going to remember ultimately, and I'm going to ignore it because it's just easy to ignore. Because you can write it off as going, no one cared, I'm not even going to consider this to exist. This, to me, is not part of the Lord of the Rings.
No,
because it isn't. They didn't want it to be. Whereas the Halo thing was much harder to do that because they clearly tried, and it's more just like, I'm sad that studios suck sometimes.
Well, I mean, at least Halo is not a complete loss yet.
Well, it is a little bit, because even the games aren't great.
Well, that's true.
Anymore.
Not anymore.
Thanks to... Well, I don't want to blame 343 exactly, because Halo 4 was okay. But they milked it after that, and continue to milk it. And I guess are, in fact, slicing it open to get more milk out of it now. Because they're involved somehow with the show. I don't know to what degree.
They're rehydrating the dust that is up there.
They're rehydrating what used to be the milk. Okay, so clearly I was on a better track. Hi. So hey, you guys want to play one-on-one? Why are you PG? Who is... This is a sudden interest. Who's PG? Who's Lazarus? Oh, are we on that track again? I guess this would be in the future. No one remembers the first Civil War. It's been like 8. One of them was just Florida.
Wow.
It took a long time to put that one down, though. They actually are still considered something. Florida's doing some weird stuff lately.
Yeah, on a political level, for sure.
Yeah, it's an interesting... Gotta It's I don't know. I'm not going to comment on it because we don't need something else to go off on for the next 40 minutes. But I will, however, get this freaking ball in the net. Oh! Are you serious? I totally thought that was it. It looked like it was it. I'm annoyed.
Jim says no.
Why is Jim... I'm putting in the effort, Jim. You did this. I'm wanting to honor it, so honor me.
You did this!
Well, I guess I should, use the back wall as like, all right, I'm going to aim for the middle of the window. Because the nice, helpful thing is I can use the basketball as a crosshair. Because I can line up the vertical line. So aim for that middle window. Well, the problem is I can't see the basket when I do that. Clearly I missed, though. Anyways, just wanted
What
to
if
get...
you've made it like 3 times and there's no award? Just like...
I would... Well, there hasn't even been an animation. Like, the net hasn't even moved. All right, so I went for the middle of the window. What if we go to the bottom of the window?
He got fired before he was able to animate the net.
All right, budget
Jim,
cuts.
you've spent way too much time on this one bat ball.
This was not worth $40,000. We're reconsidering our financial obligations. You're being let go. But the net doesn't move. The players aren't going to play this anyways. Except for me, Jim. I'm playing it. I'm wishing I wasn't, though.